Chelsea's sudden U-turn on Jackson, a call, a deal, a shift in plans. Nicolas Jackson flew into Munich on Saturday morning, the kind of trip that hinted at a fresh chapter. The Bavarian air carried possibility, the sense of something new. Yet just as he began to settle, his phone lit up with an unexpected call. On the other end, Chelsea's voice was urgent. "Nicolas, come back to London. You're a Chelsea player. We need you back because Liam Delap is injured." It was a moment that encapsulated the push and pull of modern football. Jackson had been courted by Bayern Munich, admired for his sharp movement and finishing touch, and the idea of a Bundesliga adventure looked tempting. But Chelsea's sudden shift altered everything. Their tone wasn't simply persuasive, it was commanding. Loyalty, hesitation, and a career-defining choice collided in real time. Reports from Sky Sports painted the picture of a deal stuck between two philosophies. Bayern, steady in their approach, sought a loan with an option. To them, Jackson was potential wrapped in flexibility, a move that allowed room for reassessment later. Chelsea, however, felt no such patience. Delap's injury had left them exposed, and what they demanded was certainty. They pushed not for an option, but an obligation, insurance disguised as conviction. Negotiations stretched late into the night. The Bavarians stood firm, but Chelsea's insistence eventually drew compromise. The deal now carried an element of obligation, ensuring Munich could not simply release Jackson at will. For Chelsea, it meant holding a tether to a striker they regarded as essential, even if circumstances had dragged them to that stance. This saga reflects more than transfer mechanics, it underscores a deeper truth about the Stamford Bridge hierarchy. What appeared as strategy was, in reality, reaction. Jackson's recall was less about planning and more about plugging an immediate gap. The question lingers, why allow him to fly to Munich without clarity over Delap's condition? Chelsea supporters are right to feel uneasy. Panic is never a sustainable tactic, and the optics suggest a club still chasing coherence. Bayern's approach carried calm consistency, Chelsea's smacked of urgency and disorder. That phone call to Jackson was less about faith and more about fear of being left short. For the striker himself, the episode leaves an aftertaste. How secure can he feel in a project that shifted overnight? He had glimpsed the allure of Germany, only to be pulled back mid-step. His Munich sojourn may be brief, but the interruption could weigh heavily. Chelsea retain his talent, but questions of trust and foresight remain. This was more than a transfer tussle, it was a window into a club whose long-term direction feels unsettled. In holding on to Jackson, they may have won the battle, but the war for stability is far from over.